So we're going to get started with this yin practice, coming onto your back and coming into a supine position. So I'll see you there. So yin is a yoga of the joints. It's a yoga of stillness, where you let your body release, let gravity take you into the mat. So there's no force, no effort, no reason to use your muscles in a more active way. It's in a very passive way, letting gravity take you there. So thank you for coming and thank you for joining me. I'm going to ask you to extend yourself nice and long on the mat. So just first taking a moment to come down onto your back. Maybe bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat. Find a place that feels comfortable to you. Let's say your Goldilocks spot. And just rock a little side to side first. And then nice and easy, extend the legs to the two corners of the mat and sweep the hands up overhead. And take a moment just to stretch, just like first thing in the morning. Lengthen the spine, roll the wrists, roll the ankles. Stretch as much or as little as you like, make it mellow or make it really dramatic. And gently roll the wrists one way and then reverse them, roll the ankles and then reverse them. Open and close the fingers. Reach and stretch, point the toes, lengthen. And as you exhale, lift the arms and hands up an inch or two off the ground and sweep the arms down like a snow angel. Roll the shoulders back and down. And feel the back of your hands, the back of the forearms on the floor. Just gently open your heart space, so broadening through the collarbones, finding space between the shoulder blades. Feel free to bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat if that feels good to you. Feel free to bring your feet into butterfly if that feels good to you. Always the option of extending your legs. Or maybe you want to take your feet wide and let the knees drop into a tent position. So allowing your body to take the shape that feels good to you. Allow your eyes to close. Maybe you just want to drop the gaze. Soften the mouth, the lips, and your jaw. And just allow yourself to come right in to the mat. Welcome to the yogis who've just joined us. Kindly join us on your back. So allowing the legs to extend if you like, or have them bent. Feel the back of the hands on the floor. Feel the coolness of the floor. Lengthen the back and the neck, chin towards the throat. Allow your eyes to close if you wish. Soften the mouth, the lips, and the jaw. Start to notice your breath. Just observe without any judgment, just observing your breath, the inhales and the exhales. Nice and smooth, big breath. Soften the mouth, the lips, the jaw. Find space between the upper and lower teeth. And as we settle into the practice tonight, I want you to embrace that gentle rhythm of your natural breath. Each time you inhale, I want you to feel your lungs filling up with the calm of the evening. And as you exhale, imagine releasing the weight of the day. Let each breath guide you into a state of relaxation. And let everything go. Soften the breath one more time, feeling the length of the inhales and the length of the exhales. Let your right ear drop to the right shoulder, soft and sweet. Bring the head back through center. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Bring the head back through center. As you exhale, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Let your head feel heavy. As you inhale, bring the head back through center. Take your time and continue on to the left. At your own pace, slower the better. Just taking gentle turns with your neck. And I'd like you to imagine that you're on a warm beach. Feel the warm sand beneath you. And you're just gently creating a divot to rest your head. Do one more complete cycle, nice and slow. Let the head feel heavy. And bring your head back through center. Last time, exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Nice and easy, walk your feet as comfortably wide to the edges of the mat. So if your legs are extended, bring the legs up. Just walk the feet comfortably wide. Just drop the knees to the left, staggered stance. Bring the knees back through center and drop the knees towards the right. Drop the knees back through the midline. Drop the knees to the left, windshield wipering the legs. Come back through center, take a moment to pause, and sweep your hands behind your head like once again you're on the beach. Interlace the fingers comfortably, let the elbows be wide. And as you drop the knees towards the left, just let them go. Soften your features of your face. Feel the backs of your arms, your shoulders on the mat. Your gaze is upward. Notice the belly, the ribs. Notice your breath. And then gently drop the right ear towards the right side, right into the right hand. Feel the space between your shoulder blades, the back line of your heart. Allow your body to let go. And in yin, we hold postures for a few minutes at a time. It's a quiet practice. It's a practice of letting go. Always know you can make modifications. Never let yourself fall into any sensitivity that's deep, like pain. And just allow your body to sink and let go. Now, if you're happy right here with your gaze to the right and your knees drop to the left, feel free to stay there. If you're looking for more, you can pick up the left ankle and bring it over the right thigh. You just let the leg hang in midair, gravity doing its thing. And you notice the stretch to the right side of the body. Notice the breath deep. Notice the inhales and notice the exhales. As you exhale, imagine letting yourself let go of the day. And always know that you can modify for your body wherever you are. We'll take 2 more breaths right here. And if you have that left ankle over the right thigh, just above the knee, slowly bring it down. Bring your gaze back up to center and allow the hands to come down by your side. Continue to roll to the left, coming into fetal pose, using your left arm as a pillow, bringing your right hand to the mat right in front of your navel, and just gather the knees in. In yoga, we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Nice and slow. Take 1 more breath right here. And as you slowly come onto your back, nice and easy, come back into active rest, hands to the edges of the mat, soles of the feet to the mat. Walk the feet out a little bit wider and drop the knees towards the right side now in a staggered stance. Feel as wide as you want to take them, maybe to the edges of the mat, maybe just wide. Sweep the hands up overhead. Interlace the fingers again, creating a little cradle for your head. Let them rest. Let the elbows drop. Gaze is upward. Notice your breath. You feel it through the left side body. Let everything go. And then gently drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Notice the space between your shoulder blades, the back line of your heart as you breathe. Let go of the low belly, the inner thighs, the glutes. Feel like a wave is washing over you, allowing you just to feel at ease, bringing calm into your day. Now, if you're happy, please stay there. If you're looking for more, pick the right ankle up, bring it over the left thigh, just above the knee, and let that right knee just tip. Let gravity do its thing. So there's nothing that you have to do, nothing you have to feel, just allow it to let go. Take 1 last long cycle of breath. And then gently bring that right ankle down to the mat. Slowly bring your head back up to sky. Allow yourself to roll over to the right side. Right arm under the head, and just allow the knees to gather in as you come into fetal pose. Just observe where you are, how you feel. And then slowly, slowly, let's bring ourselves up nice and easy. And just come up first, up nice and slow. And then we're going to bring ourselves into table. So feel free to pad up the knees. Feel free to bring a blanket under your knees if you have a bigger pillow and that's what you want to bring in. Bring the wrists under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. We're just going to come into a little flexion and extension of the spine. So a little bit of yang to complement the yin. And as you let your belly just softly drop, spread the sits bones and draw the heart through the bridges of the shoulders. Inhale. And as you ripple back, Halloween cat as much or as little as you like, and gaze towards your navel. Inhale, heart through. Spread the sits bones, belly soft. Exhale. Inhale, heart through. And exhale. Come back to center. Take a moment to pause right when you get there. We're going to come on down nice and easy onto our bellies in a moment into Sphinx. Take your time to just draw the knees back first into wide knees, child's pose. Walk your glutes back. Take the knees as comfortably wide as you like. Walk the hands forward. Melt the heart down. You're going to either stack your hands, stack your forearms, stack your fists, or feel free to bring a yoga block or a blanket underneath your forehead so that you can rest the space of your forehead and the space between your eyebrows. And if you're able to melt it all the way down, feel free. Let your heart melt down. As your body is asking for rest, let it rest. When your mind is asking for rest, take it quiet. The practice of yin. Soft and easy, allow your heart to melt down. Take 3 more breaths right where you are. And if this is not comfortable for you on your knees, keep practicing on your knees if that's where you are. And if it's not for you, bring yourself onto your back into wide knees, child's pose to the sky. So if you have knee issues or sensitive knees, always feel free to take this option. Remember, take care of that beautiful vessel that you live in, nice and smooth. And remember, modifications are the norm. They're not the anomaly. So we'll take one last breath right where you are. And then slide the right hand down towards your shoulder. And you're going to flip the palm and slide it underneath the left arm, bringing the right wrist, the right elbow, and the right ear to the mat. Now, if your head doesn't reach, you can bring a block or a blanket and allow yourself to support your right ear and the side of your head on the block. 2 more breaths, yogis. And then slowly we're going to pull the right arm back, nice and easy. Pick your head up. And then walk the arms out nice and long again. Melt the heart down again. Forehead comes down. Soften through the shoulders. Feel soft through the belly. And then slide the left hand down and thread it underneath the right. Feel the left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, and left ear come onto the mat. And in yin, we're working on the connective tissue. So you can feel the connective tissue in the back, the upper back, between the shoulder blades. You're feeling the gentle pull of the tendons, the ligaments, and the skin. The skin is the largest organ for our body. One more breath. Melt the heart. And at the end of the exhale, gently bring that left arm back. And just melt it down one last breath. Everyone back down to wide knees, child's pose. And then slowly, ever so slowly, bring yourself up. Coming back up into table. Sit to one side nice and easy. And gently extend the legs to the front. Take a moment to get there. Move the flesh away from your sits bones. Allow the legs to extend. Allow them to drift apart a little bit if you like. We're going to come into a forward fold. So forward folds are one of the most important postures in yoga. You involve the whole body in this, starting with the arches of the feet. The muscles come around the back of your legs, up your glutes, around the back, up the back line of your body, down your arms, back of the head, back of the neck, and down the front of your body as you come into this posture, all the way down the shins to the tops of the feet. So just allow yourself to come in. If you wish to deepen it, always feel free to bring a strap. And as you bring your hands up, take a nice big stretch. Inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward. And as we come forward, nice soft bend in the knees. They don't have to be perfectly straight. Bring the hands down to the mat if you like. You're gazing past your toes. Your gaze is just there. You're lengthening your spine here. We're not melting yet. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Big breath in and big breath out. Each time you inhale, finding more space, more capacity. Each time you exhale, you're allowing yourself to melt down. Third breath, inhale, lengthen. And exhale, gaze past your toes and start to look down the front of your foot, down the arch, down the shin, down the front of the knees and the thighs. Let your head feel heavy. Maybe you flip the palms up to sky. Maybe you flip the hands under the calves and allow yourself to melt. Maybe you prefer to bring your straps. So remember, modifications are the norm. Honor the body that you live in. Knees bent as much as you like as you hinge and let everything melt. So if you're up here, that's wonderful. If you're here, it's wonderful. If you're here, it's wonderful. Wherever you are, find your wonderful, your Goldilocks spot. And allow yourself to melt down. Now your head weighs about 10 to 12 pounds, and you're just allowing it to be nice and heavy. Find space between the upper and lower teeth as you let go. Sometimes we compare yoga, hatha, or power and flow, more active forms of yoga, as thinking of them as something similar to mountain climbing. Whereas yin yoga is more like climbing the mountain to go into the caves, getting a little deeper, a little more curious about how your body feels. Challenging postures and allowing yourself to expand your levels of tolerance. And once you reach that edge, that sensation that you feel, allow yourself to fall deeper. Maybe the landscape of the hamstrings become a little bit more. When you're ready to give up on the posture, when you're ready to sit up, that's the time that the posture starts to begin. So don't allow yourself to get frustrated. Just breathe and know everybody's journey is different. Notice the landscape of your hamstrings. Notice the landscape of your low back as you hinge and melt forward. Take 2 more breaths. And maybe over time, with patience, you notice that you're sinking lower and lower, letting go more and more of the tension in your body. Take one last breath right where we are. And as you exhale, release the strap if you're holding it. Bring the hands out to the side. Tuck your chin towards the throat. And then just walk yourself up nice and easy, taking a moment to pause. Just allow the hands to rest on the thighs. And just notice whatever you notice. Please take water whenever you need. And bringing your legs into butterfly. So bringing the legs back, you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Now, if it's too intense in butterfly, feel free to extend them into diamond. Always a great option. You're still working on the inner thighs and part of the hips. Whatever is good for you, that's what you should choose. So bringing the soles of the feet together, take the hands to the ankles, the shins, the knees, whatever feels good. And we're going to come into this butterfly posture. So first, take a few moments to bring the hands towards the shins. We'll do a little yin here. So a little inhale and draw a little cat and cow. So bringing a little yan to this yin and just back and forth. Inhale and exhale back. So taking it as deep and as mellow as you like. And back. Inhale, heart through. And exhale. Come back to center and just take a moment to pause. So we're gonna, before we come into another posture, we're gonna come in and give our foot a little bit of a massage. So if you wanna sit on a block or a blanket or a pillow, feel free. Pick up your right foot and bring it over your thigh. Maybe you wanna stack it under a blanket. And part of yin is the connective tissue. So working on our feet, which is the foundation of our yoga practice. I want you to take your hand to the ankle and the foot and create some circles. It will all come together, I promise. So taking your hand to the ball of the foot, roll the ankle, and then go the other direction. Point and flex the toes so you feel that activation through the ankle. Beautiful. And then making a fist with your hand, I want you to take your fist to the ball, the heel of your foot. So taking your hand to the heel of your foot, working with the knuckles, holding the right hand to hold the foot. Really dig those knuckles in, like you're really massaging and getting into that foot, right into the heel. So just giving it a few rounds right here. If you're looking for some simple approach, this is kind of part of a health thing, right? So you really want to, health is really important. Foot health is extremely important. And then take the knuckles to the ball of the foot. Just get it right into the bones. And you can hold, the right hand is holding the foot. So the right hand is massaging the top of the foot, part of your skin and that connective tissue that doesn't necessarily get much attention. So you're giving that skin and pulling it nice and forth, back and forth. Beautiful, getting the knuckles right into the foot. And then I'd like you to take your hands and create like little angels. If you ever did this when you were a kid, creating angels in the dark, doing shadows. I want you to take your foot and bring the thumbs up in those little angels and stroking the arch of the foot from the heel to the ball. So you're really firmly getting in, and do it as firm as you can manage. So don't be gentle and easy, be as firm as your body can tolerate. Feel like you're opening and stretching and moving the skin and the connective tissue. Beautiful. And you're feeling the top of your foot. Now I want you to take your fingers and interlace them between your toes. I like to refer to it as interdigitize. And then hold the ankle. And then just create some circles. And I want you to observe the sensation between your fingers, your toes, your hands. And just allow yourself to shift the paradigm for just a moment. You're doing good things for your feet. And then go the other way. Point and flex the toes so you feel that activation through the front. And then gently, just for one moment, extend one leg and extend the other. And just observe for the minute and a half that we've been doing that attention to one foot, how wonderful it feels. So our feet carry us through the day, wearing boots and snow boots. We clomp around with heavy footwear. And our feet are what keep us going through all our lives. So let's bend that right knee and bring the left ankle up. Left hand to the ankle. Just articulate the joint, creating circles, whatever direction feels good to you. And then go the other way. So you could do this at home watching Netflix. Imagine putting some hand cream or some oil on your hands and just taking a few moments of self-care, a little love to the feet that carry us through our lives. Come back and forth, point and flex. Beautiful. Take a moment right there. Make a little fist. You can keep the thumb in or not. And take the knuckles to the heel. And work the knuckles right into the heel of the foot. Just giving a little love, a little massage. Long, deep breaths. And you're trying to meet the need of your feet. And then take the knuckles to the ball of the foot. And your left hand holds the foot firmly so that you're getting into the skin and the tissue of the top of your foot. Sometimes that's really a sensitive area. And you're allowing yourself to move it around. A few more strokes, creating circles. And then creating those little angel hands, taking the thumbs and firmly from the heel, stroking all the way up to the ball of the foot. So you're creating this sensation all the way up. A few more of those really tight, especially if some plantar fasciitis or if you're a runner and your feet have been bothering you. And then take your fingers and interlace them between your toes and create some circles. Articulating, finding space between your toes. So you've probably seen in the store, in the yoga studios, they sell toe spacers. Well, these are your natural toe spacers. Point and flex the toes. Nice and easy. Now, just for fun, bring the soles of the feet back to butterfly. I promise we won't be doing face massage after we do our feet. I want you to interlace your toes. So weave one toe in with the other until you can interlace them and then hold them there. Now, you'd be very disappointed if you were not able to do this. So why do we not expect the same of our feet? Our feet are used to being in very small, tight shoes. So allow them just to come in, hands towards the feet, hinge forward and just lengthen for a moment in that posture of a hinge. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Feel your toes interlaced. And then gently release. Beautiful. Take the legs out and we'll allow them to windshield wiper a little side to side. Take a moment to observe your feet and how they feel. Beautiful. Come on to our bellies. So coming on to our bellies, coming into Sphinx. We're going to extend our legs. Bring your strap in with you. Our legs nice and long. Bringing the elbows under the shoulders, taking the legs to a comfortable distance. Tops of the feet are down on the mat. And the 10 toenails are down on the mat. Your arms are as comfortably wide so that when you reach across your arms, you can reach for your biceps. From here, you're going to gently roll the shoulders back and down. Broaden through your collarbones. Slide the shoulder blades down the back as though they're coming to a back pocket. Now, if it feels like it's too much compression in the low back, walk the hands forward slightly. Lengthen the legs. Now I want you to imagine that there's an ice cube and it's under your navel, so you feel that lift up, sturdying your core. You're gazing down your nose as though there were an arc between your thumbs. Soften the features of your face. And imagine you're in a shower and the water is just gently hitting your face, soft and easy. Maybe the mouth slightly parts, the lips soften. Notice the breath of the back of the ribs. Now, if you're happy here in Sphinx, please stay here. If you're looking for a little bit more, feel free to extend the arms long, turning the hands out, and you come into seal. So it's a deeper compression on the spine. Not everybody's cup of tea. So if it doesn't feel good to you, come back to Sphinx. If you're happy here in seal, you turn the palms out. Look down your nose to the arc between your thumbs. Take one last breath if you're in seal, and then walk it back down to Sphinx. Gentle breaths. Now have a little peek forward. We're going to transition into another posture. So look towards the camera, and we're going to come into, from this position, imagine this is my wall, this is my mat. My right arm from my Sphinx comes out wide. My left arm comes here, and my left knee comes up, bringing the right ear to the mat. Perhaps the right arm will come across as I bring my right ear onto the mat. So allowing yourself to settle in. From your Sphinx, right arm comes across, right ear to the arm, left arm cactuses, and bring the left leg out 90 degrees. Just allowing yourself to melt in this gentle hip opener. Breathe into the back line of the body. One last breath. And then bring your chin towards your right hand. Slide the leg back. Cross the left arm on top. Let the forehead rest on the hands. Bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Extend the legs nice and long. And bring the right arm out in a cactus shape and the right leg out 90 degrees. So it looks just like this. Right arm out 90 degrees. Right knee, inside leg on the floor and the mat. And your left ear to the left arm. Allow yourself to melt in. Allow yourself to take a breath and let everything be easy. Respect your body when it's asking for rest. Respect your body when it's asking and seeking for rest. Give it time. Honor yourself when you need a moment, yogis. Nice and slow, slide the right leg back. Slide the right hand underneath, bend the knees, windshield wiper the legs. And then slowly roll over to the left side and gently come up to a comfortable seat. So I'm going to ask you to bring a blanket underneath your glutes or a block. Feel free to bring a bolster under you if you wish. Just levitate and bring your hips up, elevate your hips a little bit, just a wee bit, as you come into easy pose. So coming into seated, bringing the right shin in front of the left, just allowing yourself to hang out nice and easy. Hands to the knees, down in soothing or up in surrender. Drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Drop the chin towards the collarbone. Inhale, nose through center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Drop the chin towards the collarbone. And bring yourself back through center. So we live in a very forward-facing world. So we floss our teeth. It's a daily habit. Like you'd pick up your strap, your housecoat belt, scarf. Just take it up overhead for a moment. Soft and easy through the body, and you're going to bring it down forward and up, back, and behind. Take it back nice and forward and back, just nice and easy at your own pace. So just flossing our shoulders. Allowing your eyes to close if you want. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters what it feels like. And maybe you want to shorten the distance a little bit. Maybe it's too wide. So shorten the distance a little bit. Lean back, pull back. Notice the sticky spot and allow your body to release. Allow it to drop. Bring it back up nice and easy. Widen. Feel the chest widen, the arms, the shoulders, back and forth. And just like when you get a massage and the massage therapist finds a tight spot, it kind of like trembles and then pauses, and just hold it there until it releases. A few more right where you are. One more. And back. Just notice how after a few moments of just kind and loving to your shoulders, your arms, you'll feel. Getting into our final posture, which is on our back as we come into Shavasana. So feel free to take the block or the bolster or the blanket out for just a moment. And if you do have a blanket, if you have blocks, we're going to come into a supported fish. So if you have a blanket, you're going to roll it and bring it between the space between your shoulder blades, right here. And you're going to take another blanket and bring it back behind your head so that you have a space for your shoulder blades right where your imaginary bra strap would be, ladies and gents. If you have another blanket or a block, you're going to bring it behind your head. So if it's a block, bring it on the second height. And you're just going to allow yourself, if you have a bolster, feel free to use it. Bend the knees. And you're going to bring that blanket right between the shoulder blades and the block to the back of the head. Maybe you'll want it on the first height. And if you're using blocks, period, you might want to use a block underneath your head and a block between your shoulder blades. So keeping it on the broad sense here and the back of the head. So you notice I have space between the blocks. They are not touching. They're between my shoulder blades and the back of my head. So choose your adventure and bring the blocks down nice and easy. And you can extend the legs to the two corners of the mat. Allow the arms to open up in gentle wings. Broaden through the front line of the body. Feel the support of the block underneath the head or the blanket under the head. Arms and wings, back of the hands on the floor. Let your legs feel heavy. You can extend them. You can bring them in butterfly. You can bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat, or drop it into tent. So I invite you to take whatever shape feels good to you as you come into your final posture in this Shavasana. And if this does not feel good to you, always know that you can come onto your back and come into Shavasana in the traditional sense. So know that's always an option. So choose the version that feels good to you. Allow your body to rest back. Allow yourself to surrender. Allow the eyes to close. This is a poem called Release by Donna Fells. I lay myself down on the welcoming ground, the earth's spine becoming mine. Peace seeps into heavy limbs and slows my heartbeat to the pace of nature. I take refuge in the quiet and let my burdens go one by one until the earth and I both float in the same vast and holy silence. Take one last breath, yogis. And then gently bend one knee and then the other. Rock to whatever side is easiest for you to slip the block out from under the head and the block from underneath your back. Take your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Notice the support beneath you, the support of the mat, the support of the earth, and the support of the other yogis and like-minded people who have joined us in tonight's practice. I invite you to extend that love and support to them. And I'd like you to be equally brave and accept that love and support back from them. Gently roll to the left side. And slowly come up to seated, taking your time to get there. Coming to a comfortable seat. Bringing your hands to your knees and your hands up in surrender or down in soothing. Allow your eyes to remain closed, soft and easy, and just take a moment to breathe and pause. Allow that deep peace to run through you. Let that deep peace flow through you. Feel the quiet peace of the earth. Feel the quietness of the stars, the skies, and the universe. A gentle night. Bring your hands towards your heart. Create a little friction between the palms. Take the left hand to the heart, the right hand seals it on top. And gently open your eyes. Thank you for coming and thank you for playing. With an inhale, sweep up, gather up all that wonderful energy. Draw it back to your heart. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me on the mat tonight, yogis. Thank you for coming. From my heart to yours. Have a wonderful evening. Drink lots of water and be kind and loving to yourself. I'll see you next time on the mat. Have a good night. Deep peace to you, yogis. Deep peace to you.
Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Have a lovely night.